Hello, fellow midlifers. One of the goals of this channel was to keep things real. It was to share my journey as I navigate midlife, especially in the area of travel hacks and finances. So today I thought I'd share some thoughts out loud about the emotions I go through as a midlife real estate investor and the days when I wonder if it's even worth it. Starting something new at 40 revealed and is revealing something new about me. Real estate is probably like hiking a mountain. It's a marathon, not a sprint. It's like an endurance workout. I'm in year 4 and there are days, weeks, and months when it's very difficult. Managing my emotions has become an important skill. I'm by no means perfect at this. I'm still learning, and I thought I'd share some external happenings where I need to manage my emotions. The first is vacancies. It's really taking a long time to rent out these days. Rents have been flat for me the past year. I'm dealing with a vacancy right now. This means lost income while still having to pay for expenses like mortgage, property tax, and insurance. It's not a great time to have a vacancy. It's August 2025. And it's because school just started. This property is in a decent school district. And so a lot of people like this area because of the schools. And so school just started. So it's really a bad time to be vacant right now. We've lowered the rent last week, and if we don't get any applications in the next few days, we're gonna have to lower it again. The second thing where I need to manage my emotions is bad tenant turnover. I talked about this in another video. This is completely on me, and I take full responsibility and accountability for this. I made a video on exactly what happened, so feel free to check that out. We couldn't find a tenant, so out of desperation, I approved a tenant that didn't meet all the criteria, and I paid for it big time. The tenant trashed the property, and I had to spend $6,000 fixing it up. Another thing where I need to manage my emotions is with unexpected big ticket repairs. Things like replacing a water heater, tree removal, plumbing issues. I do budget for repairs and maintenance. I budget 5% for vacancy and 10% for maintenance and CapEx. But when these things happen, it just wipes out all those reserves and even some of the cash flow. I had to replace a water heater for $1,700. I had to remove a tree for $1,600. I had to fix plumbing issues. Actually, plumbing issue was $1,600. Tree removal was $1,300. So the budget of 5% for vacancy and 10% for maintenance and repairs wasn't enough, at least for that year. And then the last thing, I'm sure there are more, but these are the 4 that are like very recent. The last thing is rising insurance costs and property taxes, while rents have remained flat. I constantly shop around for insurance, but it has been increasing across the board. It's been increasing by 20 to 40% for me. So with all of these things, I get frustrated, I get scared, I get disappointed, I get discouraged. And I'm in the process of trying to isolate my emotions from facts. One of the things I'm trying to do is to understand if the bad things that were happening were within my control or not. If there are things that are within my control, like allowing an unqualified tenant into my rental, then I need to take full responsibility and accountability for that and really learn from it. Like, what are some of the things that need to change so that I can correct that decision or mistake? I've also started to adjust my underwriting and analysis for maintenance and repairs and assume that 1 or 2 big ticket items will come up in the first year, even if I don't know what those are. Things like vacancy after summer or rising insurance rates and property taxes are more out of my control. So those are the variables that might just be part of the game. One of the things I think I will do is to run an analysis of what it would look like if taxes increase by 10% and insurance increases by 30% while rents remain flat. What would the cash flow look like in my portfolio if this happened? And I think this might give me some insight on what I should do. One of the things I've learned in midlife is that I shouldn't make decisions based on emotions. That doesn't mean I don't get tempted to make decisions based on emotions. I have thought about just selling a property. I've thought about selling the entire portfolio. I have thought about things like maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I should have just stuck to the stock market and index funds. I get enamored by things like private money lending, midterm rentals, even short-term rentals. And maybe those are things that are worth considering. I'm part of the One Rental at a Time community, and Michael Zuber, the founder of the community, always talks about how bad things happen. He talks about seasons and market cycles, and he also talks about how it's a 10-year journey and the first 5 years suck. If you're thinking about investing in real estate, yes, in my personal experience, the first 5 years really do suck. I'm right in the middle of it. For the more seasoned investors, those who've been doing this for closer to 10 years, how do you deal with the difficult years? To the other midlifers out there, what do you do when you go through setbacks and disappointments? I'd love to learn from you. I hope we can learn from each other. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.